ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go, let's go! Come on, set. Hey, come on. 59. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Johnson, he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be.
Johnson on poke free. Football's held.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Set. Check mark 45. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Just like that. Just like that.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
What we got?
Now Ito Smith. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Back 25.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Bird to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Murray now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his... And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if any? Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deion Jones providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32. And the Falcon first down.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Smallwood. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second and goal, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Here's Murray back near his goal line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it, and this time it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Smallwood. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Check 50, check 50. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw on third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready. Good team on it. 45 to Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Big Ed.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check, ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to go up top for the... That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. And hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. He's got Sanu. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A run with Smallwood. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go, baby.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the run, watch the run.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Falcons 26, Cardinals 13.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 26, check 26.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
To throw on third down. Murray, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Falcons.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Switch.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Jim.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That's going to be a long day. Just a six. Bullet. How?
On 3rd down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Mike's 59. Let's go. Woo-hoo. Check it.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's second down.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. Watch that in. Watch that in.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike 35. Mike 35. Mike 35. Check.
On third down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Now it's Bird on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run on first down. Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Mike's 59. Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike 25. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, let's go.
Now Ryan on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Tuesday. Get up.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, it's Smith. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Again, it's Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, bye-bye. 58. Bravo.
To throw on third down. Ryan, he's airing it out for Sanu. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before. On the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Switch!
They go back to the ground with Smith. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Mike, check. 59. I got 21. 59. Mike, 59. All right. Hey, Delta.
To throw is Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Ready. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. It's just me and you.
Smith. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check tight. 11.
They run the counter. Smallwood. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And the Falcons.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Check, 59, 59. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
You got three down, three down. Let him go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.